So why manipulate gaps? And we can look at this from a personnel standpoint. 10 personnel, whether it's 2x2 or 3x1, somebody's going to be in stress and somebody's going to be in conflict. So really teaching our defensive players who is in conflict and allowing them and giving them tools, right, to relieve the stress on them when they are the conflict player, especially, in our RPO world. In 10 personnel, eliminating easy access throws, right? Don't want to live in a world, right, where quarterback can just have a simple read the box, pull it, throw a hitch, throw a slant. We want to take away those easy access throws and we want to make the quarterback earn it. 11 personnel, right? Having the ability to play the zone coverages you want and to be multiple. I think, once you get heavier in personnel, right, a lot of defenses will get simpler, especially with their coverage tree. So we can manipulate gaps to allow us to run more of those 10 personnel coverages to 11 personnel formations. And I think, the rage in college football, the number one offensive set, right, is 11 personnel with that Y or H, right, off in the core. And it's very difficult because the offense can be very multiple. And they can insert that Y anywhere, right, within the run box. Third, right, making the offense react post-snap, like I talked about earlier, right? When we get those RPO teams, right, we want to make sure that we're constantly stemming in the secondary. Our linebackers are constantly stemming their alignments, right, and always having that quarterback, right, wonder if it's a 5-man box, if it's a 6-man box, and 10 personnel, right? And 11 personnel, is it a 6 or 7-man box? And where is that 6th or 7th hat coming from? Also, right, when we do some of our gap manipulation, right, adjusting those O-line tracks, throwing off their communication through late stemming, stunting, spiking the front, as well as their pass pro communication. So now here's some game tape, right? So we'll look at each linebacker working through and using his gap canceling tools, right? So starting with our Will, we've got a 2x2 10 personnel set, right? We're playing a cover 2 variation, right? So he has no cover down on 2 weak, right? I would like to see us do a better job stemming and showing that 6-man box and then stemming out to a 5-man box late, right? But Will linebacker, right, takes those quick read steps, don't like how his pad level jumped up, right? But now we're in a position, right? We've got a flat force defender, we've got an inside out defender, right? We're 2 for 2 here, right, to the boundary on bubble, right? Now, don't love the finish on this, right? He hesitates. When you've got a force player, his job is to force the football inside to you. We want to be downhill, inside out, and we want to go be aggressive, right? That hesitation, right, costs us here, but this is a team that killed people on bubbles. They had 8 touchdowns on tape, scoring touchdowns off of just RPO bubble, right? So we wanted to make sure we got that 2 for 2 here to the boundary.